All right, so in my travels around the world, there are many places that really call and beckon to me as places that I love to come back to. And I'm in one of them right now here in the Florida Keys. This is Key West, Florida, one of my favorite places to come back and visit. And if you've ever thought about coming here and exploring this beautiful, beautiful place, there are a lot of things that you can go do while coming here. And I'm going to give you a little insight as to everything that I really enjoy when I come to visit here in Key West. And even if you have a day here in Key West, this is definitely the spots that you need to go check out while you're here. So I hope you enjoy, and we'll get out there. Let's go. All right, so the first thing on my list for when you have a day in Key West, and it's not actually in Key West itself, but it's on the way when you're coming down, and this is Baby's Coffee. This is one of my favorite coffee spots in the entire Keys. Yeah, it's quite amazing. So here we go. And I was curious, like, what do you guys, like, what's this one thing that you guys, like, makes you guys really special? I've been coming here for a while, but I just wanted to know, like, from employees, what would you guys say is, like, one thing that has really, really set you guys apart?
We roast here.
Yeah,
we roast our
everything?
coffee
That's
next
what I
door.
heard. Yeah.
And we get our beans from 20 different countries and mixes them, blends them, and roasts them all here.
Great, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been, like I said, I've been coming down here for a long time. It's been a while since I've been back down here, so it's really nice to be back here and grab a coffee for you guys. Woo! This is so good. Absolutely the best. Let's go. All right, so I'm down here at the Truman Waterfront Park right outside Fort Zach State Park, and I came down here to check out the weekly farmers market that they have every Thursday down here at the waterfront. It is really awesome. There's a lot of local stands selling fruit, vegetables, produce, and also a bunch of other food trucks down there behind me. Yeah, a lot of local stuff, so it's great to come down here and support the local economy down here in Key West. And the cool part is that it's right here in the shadow of U.S. Coast Guard Cutter Ingram, which is one of the most famous Coast Guard cutters of the U.S. Coast Guard service. That's another really good place that you guys can check out. It's an old museum now. It's no longer in service, and you can go aboard there and check out the inside and go really see what this famous Coast Guard cutter was all about back in the day. Served in many different wars, including World War II, Korean War, and the Vietnam War. And yeah, there's a lot of really good history with that Coast Guard cutter. So really cool to see it here and have the farmers market in the shadow of this amazing spot right here. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's check it out real quick. Bunch of locals selling their goods. Yeah, this place is really cool. It's been a little while since I've been to the farmer's market. It's bustling, even though it's a little stormy right now. Ain't gonna stop anybody. We're out here. Oh, look at the cute doggy. There we go. Yeah, we got people selling their produce, stuff like that. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, mijo. Todo fresco, barato, $5.
Claro que sí. Oh, this looks all delicious. I actually might need to grab something. Wow, look at that. That's a massive carrot if I've ever seen one. Wow. Yeah, lots of really good food here. Ooh.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien, ¿usted?
Muy bien, gracias. ¿Cuánto cuesta para los tamales?
Son 2 por 5 y 1 a 3.
Ok. ¿Puede pagar con mi tarjeta?
¿Sí?
Sí, claro. ¿Tienes pollo?
Sí.
Claro. Ok. Quisiera uno. ¿Qué?
1 a 3 y 2 a 5.
Ay, claro, ok.
2 de pollo, ¿verdad?
Sí, por favor. I'm gonna grab one. Okay. Gracias. Okay, get tamales. There we go. Support the local economy. Let's go. Gracias por todo y buen día.
Igualmente, gracias.
Perfecto. Well, you come here not expecting to get anything, and you get tamales. Let's go. And when I was in Mexico a couple days ago at this point, I didn't get any tamales, fortunately, but you know what? It's just as good. They are the real thing. These are the real thing. So let's get it. You gotta love these little farmers markets. Support the local economy. Come down here. Oh, look at that ship's wheel. That doesn't move. Well, all good. All right, well, that was good. It was nice to get a little snack, something to eat, but it's on to the next thing. Get down to Fort Zach. Check it out. Woo! All right, so I just arrived here at Fort Zach State Park here in Key West, Florida. And this place is really awesome. I love coming here because it's one of the only places in the Keys where they actually have some sort of a beach where you can come and just hang out, be by the ocean, and enjoy. And kind of unfortunately today, it's a little bit gloomy and cloudy. There's been a lot of cold fronts and some storms kind of rolling through here, but it's all good. It's still really pretty, and it doesn't, it ain't gonna stop us from coming to the beach. Whenever I have a break, whenever I'm down here in Key West, this is one of the places that I always love coming. So it's definitely one of those places where if you have a day here in Key West, it's definitely worth coming down through here. You can park your car, or you can even walk from downtown. Everything in Key West is pretty close and very walkable, or you can rent a bike, or rent a scooter, or even a golf cart, which is a big thing down here. So another great thing about coming here to Fort Zach State Park is that you can also set up a hammock, and it's really, really nice because it's really close to the beach, so you can just set up your hammock and be basically on the beach at the same time and just looking out toward the ocean. As you can see here, somebody else has the great idea. And unfortunately, I don't have my hammock here today. I kind of traveled light for this little trip, but it's really nice because, again, you're right here next to the ocean, and it's right there. You can just go back down into the water, or just soak up the sun with a little bit of shade next to the ocean. So I really enjoy that. You can come here where you read a book. You can come here and just people watch. You can come here and just look out on the ocean, contemplate life, and just really enjoy the whole serenity of being out here on the beach. So it's one of the many reasons I love coming here to Fort Zach whenever I have a day, or even if I have just a little bit of time here in Key West. I just always have to come here. It's a plus. So make sure when you come to bring a hammock, because it's a game changer, honestly, when you're just here on the beach by yourself. Or with people, who knows, it doesn't really matter. Just as long as you have a hammock, it's a game changer. Okay, so the next part of this Fort Zach State Park is actually the fort itself. This place was part of the effort to protect U.S. assets back during the Civil War era. And as you can see here, it's a pretty big fortification installation here. It's more or less still about the same. And there's all these rooms you can still go in, and it still shows like cannonballs and stuff like that here. And here's the parade grounds over here. So it's really cool to see all this. And if you're in here, it's just a little bit of walk away from the beach. So it's quite pretty, actually. And walking up through here, it's quite a trip, honestly, just to see this bit of history down here, all the way down in the Florida Keys. And as you can see, there's a pretty cool view from up here. We're just gonna keep going and see what the view is like all the way up here. But for the most part, this was to help guard the Port of Key West, to help make sure that shipping and U.S. assets did not get hindered by any foreign threats. So let's go check it out up here. Oh wow, yeah, look at this. Look at this view. Just from sitting atop here, you can pretty much see everything around, which is good for, defensive purposes. being able to see out to sea, and then you have your big guns pointed out toward the ocean to protect from foreign threats. The ocean's just way out there, looking pretty. So if you're a big history geek like me, come here and learn about all the history of the Civil War, which is really quite interesting if you ask me. Oh yeah, look at that. You got all the huge guns over there. Those are the ones that fired big cannons, essentially. So that's pretty cool. I like learning about this type of stuff. And this looks to be like the main fortification where probably soldiers were garrisoned, stuff like that. We'll go check it out, take a look real quick. This is the parade grounds right here, where all the soldiers would form up and stand at attention during the day, I guess. It's pretty cool stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, wow. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Well, that was pretty cool, actually getting to see the fort itself. And to be completely honest, and all the times I've come here, I've actually never gone and checked out the fort. Learned a little bit more about the history here down in the Florida Keys, but also during the American Civil War. So really interesting stuff here. And off to the next spot. We're gonna go check out a little bit of Key West town itself. So one thing you always got to watch out for here when at least you're driving around here in Key West is that there's always foot traffic. Just always got to make sure that things are clear, because not necessarily everyone listens to. Well, first off, there's no don't walk signs, so people it's kind of a free for all. As you can see, just people walk about. But yeah, as you go along, okay, yeah, see, people just kind of go. People kind of just do what they do. It can be madness down here, but you know, it's all good. Yeah, just always be careful driving around here. It can be a little wild. All right, so out here in the Key West town, and came here to another one of my favorite spots, which I love coming whenever I have a day here in Key West, and it's the Fisherman's Wharf, or Schooner Wharf. There's a couple different names for it, but basically the waterfront here, and coming here and dock walking and just checking out all of the really amazing boats. So here in Key West is where they do a lot of different charters, both fishing, pleasure, sunset cruises, all forms. And honestly, I just love coming down here and looking at all the boats, because it is really cool seeing all the different types of vessels that come through here. And across the way, there's sometimes huge yachts, and sometimes there's just the normal people that have their boats here. But we've also come to the dinghy dock for all the people that live out in the harbor. For the most part, just dock walking, being down here by the waterfront. It's kind of one of the big reasons you come down to Key West, is to be down by the water. So with that, I can't recommend this place enough. Is Fisherman's Wharf, Schooner Wharf. Come down here, there's a lot of really good waterfront restaurants, as you can maybe see over here and over here. A lot of really good food here. Florida Keys in general, but especially Key West, is where you come to get world-class seafood, because obviously you got the ocean on the doorstep with access to some of the best food in general. And it's absolutely amazing. I truly love it here. Yeah, can't really say anything bad about it. You just gotta love it. So as we keep walking down this way, there's the big schooners that go out for sunset and stuff like that, which are really cool. Part of the reason why it's called Schooner Wharf, honestly. So let's see what else they got here. Oh, nice! They got these party cats right here. That's right, sunset party cats. Yeah, lots of charters, lots of cruises, day cruises, all that stuff come through here. Another, let's see. So yeah, every time I come through here, I always like to just stroll around, check out the sights, see it. It never really gets old, which is really awesome. And then make my way through towards the downtown area, Duval, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. But there's also a big yacht over there. You can see that kind of right over there. Yeah, really cool stuff. All right, so I've just come back here to one of my favorite spots here in the entirety of Key West. And it's this little joint right on the corner, on the main start of Duval. And it's called the Conch. It's hands down my favorite joint here in Key West. There's a couple that I really love, but here is definitely one of my favorites, if not my favorite. So I'm gonna grab some conch fritters, really good food, really good sandwiches, but I'm just gonna grab a little bit of conch fritters and see how it goes. How's it going?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good, very good.
Good, can I just get 3 conch fritters?
Absolutely.
That'd be awesome, thank you.
6:45 today.
Sweet. How's your day going? Been pretty busy? Yeah, it looks pretty busy all the way downtown.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's see. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Oh, okay, yeah. You gotta give you the money first, right? Yeah.
No. It's the system. No me.
Yeah. Oh, good. No.
Okay.
Computers are a thing.
Thank
Awesome.
you, honey.
Yeah, thank you.
Take a seat.
Oh, thanks. Sweet, thanks. All right. So, look at that. We got all this really good conch fritters. I always usually go for the sandwich. If you guys are here, the mahi sandwiches of bomb.com and home of the best conch fritters. I agree. I would agree with that. All that. It's been here for a long time. It's a classic here in Key West, so let's plop this down real quick. And going to just chill and eat. All right, so here we go. Got the conch fritters right here. Super stoked. I only got 3, but these are really filling. So, secret to this: put a little bit of lime juice on it. Like that. Boom. That's script. Put the other one on. Why not? Live dangerously. Boom. Okay. So you got the 2 sauces here. You have the conch fritter sauce right here, which is amazing, and then some sort of mustard sauce. I forgot what it was, but what was this sauce again?
Key lime, honey.
Oh, key lime. Okay. Key lime sauce. Boom. So you get a little bit of both. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. So good. So good. These are made fresh every day, and they're just delicious. In my opinion, the best conch fritters down here in the Keys. So if you ever come down here, check out the Conch Shack, and if you get anything, get these conch fritters, because they're to die for. Even if it's just for a little walking snack, when you go explore Duval, definitely gotta go check these out, because this is it. This is it right here. All right, so down here in the legendary Duval Street, and this place is always really fun to come down whenever you have a day, or even anytime down here in Key West. It's the main artery that goes through the downtown area here in Key West, and it is just always full of people, always bustling. There's amazing bars, amazing restaurants, a lot of shopping for any of you that want to get souvenirs, stuff like that. Very specific to the Keys. It's a really cool spot. Some people don't really like it because of it's Some people don't really like it because it's so busy all the time, and you know, I get it because I've been down here on days where it's just madness, and it does get a little chaotic. But overall, it's a really awesome spot. As you can see here, there's just, you know, it's not too bad right now. It's the daytime, so that's all good. There's always bars here going. This is one of my favorite bars right upstairs. It's called the Bull, I believe it is. Whiskey bar. Yeah, really good spot down here. Really get a sense of everything. And farther you went, so Duval Street just runs all the way up from about north to south of the main island of Key West, and just follows the waterfront from one side to where the beach is on the north side. Sorry, from one side where the beach is on the south side to the waterfront and cruise pier, all that stuff on the north side, which is where we just were. So it's really cool to see. A lot of really prominent people come down here and wrote songs about it. Well, obviously, Jimmy Buffett, big legend down here, so that's always nice. And on top of that, there's also the Hemingway house. He actually went out on the water, and you know, he was inspired by a lot of the stuff down here back in the day. He has not only his house here, but he also has his family's or his legacy's distillery of rum called Pilar, which is really, really good for all you rum drinkers. And yeah, it's really, really cool to just walk down through here. It's always something different every day. Walking down through Duval, I've walked through here countless amounts of times. I don't even remember anymore, but every time I walk down through here, it's always different. There's always new people coming about. Of course, there's the locals that you always see around, but yeah, just for the most part, it's always something new down here. It's really, really awesome to see. And if anything, just get out and exercise. Walk the entirety of Duval. You know, get out and walk a little bit. Explore. It's always a good chance to people watch and just take in all the sights. All right, so as you're walking around here in Duval, there's a bunch of different places that are really awesome. Some of note are the Sloppy Joe's bar and also Captain Tony's, both of which are famous because Ernest Hemingway, legend has it that Ernest Hemingway went there during his time when he was alive and made those some of his favorite watering holes. So that's always a big attraction here down in Key West. It's really cool to see. It's always popping. It's always busy. I personally like Captain Tony's a little bit better. They always have live music, and they always, to me, it has a better atmosphere. So those are two of my favorite bars down here in Key West. And you also have a bunch of other really cool places, anything from sweets to local food to everything in between. So you gotta really appreciate this entire street that is Duval. Another thing that is really awesome that you have to try while you're down here in Key West is the plethora of key lime pie spots. So there are many, many, many restaurants and sweet shops around here that say they have the best key lime pie in the Keys, but that's up for debate, and that's up to you, whoever one you choose. You really can't go wrong. It's all really, really good. And honestly, to me, I'm a sweet tooth head. I have a big sweet tooth, so I will eat any of it. So you really can't go wrong. But make sure to try it because Key West is where key lime pie originated. So it's definitely worth the stop at any of them around here in the Keys. And another one of my favorite spots here in Key West is the Hog's Breath Saloon, right next to the Conch Shack. And that place is always going off. It has really good music, both from bands touring and also locals. But as far as I've seen, even the locals, that's where a lot of the really good ones go and play, and just it's always a really good vibe and always a really good time there. It's just everybody's having fun, everybody's just letting loose, and again, really good music is played there. So it's always a good time to check it out. No matter what time of the day, there's usually music playing. Nighttime obviously is a lot better for it, but there is still music going on during the day. And actually, I just walked past it and I heard some music playing, so let's go check it out real quick and give you guys a little insight as to what you can expect from the Hog's Breath Saloon. I hear it right now. Turn this corner. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay. Yeah, no matter what time of the day, there's always music being played here, which is great. Not just here, but all over Key West. All up and down Duval, there's always music being played, so that's pretty cool. Really, really enjoy that. So let's check it out. Sick.
Thank you very much. Some egg leaves for you.
There you go. You never know what you'll find in a day in Key West. All right, so we have made it down here to the end of Duval Street at the waterfront here that overlooks the end of Key West. It is super, super windy right now. You can kind of see the waves just choppy. It's just choppy out there. This place right here is the place where everyone comes in the evening to watch the sunset, and usually there are people all over right behind me and up and down this pier to watch the sunset, which sets right behind that island right there. Sometimes goes over the horizon there, sometimes goes over the horizon there. But everybody comes down here to watch the beautiful sunset and look for the legendary green flash. I myself have never actually seen the green flash. I sometimes think I have, but it's one of those things. It's one of those anomalies. Either you believe in it or you don't. I feel like there's some science behind it, that it actually does happen. Some tricks with light and stuff like that, but it's an old sailor's tale. And down here is really, 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 really beautiful when the sun does set behind the horizon. So if you're ever down here for a day in Key West and have time to watch the sunset, this is definitely the place. There's always a lot of people down here, but it is well worth it, I promise you. It's really cool. The wind is whipping, that's for sure. Woo! So there you have it. Those are some of my favorite places down here in Key West. And if you only have one day here, I highly recommend that you go check out all these places here. And I cannot express enough how much I really love this place. It is some place that is truly dear to my heart and a place that I'm always going to come back to. And I really hope that you guys visit this spot and get to see some of it for yourself. So that's it for me. If you've really enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you have been down here to the Keys before, and especially down here in Key West, let me know down in the comments below, because I always love hearing other people's experiences and getting tips for places that I might not know about. I love starting a conversation and talking about travel and everything in between. So that's it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and see you out there. Peace.